Crumpets Compton here, y'all, aka Jimmy J, aka J Legend, aka the best in the business. Yeah, I'm talking about in this topic. You got the Eagles traded for cornerback with Jakimra Bennett. You could Jakimra Bennett. Yeah, but like I was saying, yeah, the Eagles just made the trade for cornerback Bennett. He's from the Raiders, coming by from the Raiders. Young quarterback. He only got 2 years left on his rookie deal. Yeah, he got some pretty impressive stats. He's like in the top 10 in like almost every category. Even though he looks a little undersized as he's 5'10", but otherwise pretty solid player with high upside. And that's what you look for, people that got high upside that compete, yeah, to compete with the other guys. Yeah, compete with Ringo and the other guy they picked up from the Giants. So it's gonna be a real competition. I'm pulling for Ringo to pull this out. I'm pulling for Ringo to pull this out. But we just gonna have to see how things go and how they actual pan out. But we just gonna have to see. And let's get to our next story. Deal with Michael Parsons. No, before we get there, Mike, sorry, I'm gonna show y'all the. Let me share. But yeah, that's the actual full details of the trade. Yeah, the Philadelphia Eagles made a surprising trade on August 4th, 2025, sending defensive lineman Thomas Booker the fourth to the Las Vegas Raiders in exchange for cornerback Jehu Bennett. Bennett, a 2023 pick, 24, 23, fourth round pick out of Maryland, has played 24 games with 11 starts in 10 games in 2024, where he had 26 tackles. But he had 26 tackles, eight deflections. The Eagles secondary, which ranked first in the league in passing yards allowed in 2024, will benefit from Bennett's addition and piece. Booker, a 2022 fourth round pick by Houston Texas, played in all 17 regular season games for the Eagles last season, contributing 18 tackles and a sack. The trade, it seems, as a strategic move to bolster the Eagles' defensive lineup and provide a new starting corner outside of Quinyon Mitchell. But yeah, like I said, that was a really solid pickup for the Eagles. But we just got to see how everything pad better. But he got some solid stats. We just gotta see how everything break down. I still hope Ringo win the job, like I said, but Keely Ringo win the job. But we just gotta see how everything pans out. Ringo, he gotta want it more than anybody. He just gotta want it. He's got to put in the work. You know, and now we're gonna switch to the other topic. Michael Parsons. And the Michael Parsons, and then he in the drag out with the owner and the GM. And this has all been going on with Dallas Cowboys. They are real dysfunctional. They just a dysfunctional team. Like they could have paid this man like 2 years ago. They chose to wait till the last minute to pay everybody, and then wonder why you can't afford to pay that. And wonder why your team is not competitive. And main reason they didn't make it to the playoffs last year because everybody got hurt and they had no depth behind Michael Parsons, behind any people, because they wait till the last minute to build their team, and they end up building a cohesive team. Y'all got talent, but y'all ain't got the right type of talent. You can have talent, but you ain't got the right type of talent. You ain't got the right type of leadership area. And I thought the best thing that ever happened to the Dallas Cowboys was Michael Parsons. He's the best player on your team. It ain't that Prescott is Michael Parsons. Even though I do think Michael Parsons is not good at stopping the run. He's an elite pass rusher. He's not great at the run because you can run through Michael Parsons all day. Yeah, and think about Michael Parsons when it comes to Mark Rodgers. Yeah, like I said, he can't he can't stop the run. They talking about, oh, that'd be great with Michael Parsons. I said I like Michael Parsons, but I wouldn't trade for him. He's not elite when it comes to setting the edge. He's a great pass rusher. Nobody's taking that away from him. But when it comes to setting edge, I would take the old line of the Eagles all day going against him. All day, every day. Especially running behind Lane Johnson. On either side, either running behind Lane Johnson or running behind Mulata on each side. And we would truck him every time. But getting back to the original point, yeah, the Dallas Cowboys, you gonna sit there talk about Parsons like a dog, saying you question his leadership and all that. I was like, you really don't want him. Yeah, yeah. I don't know what's wrong with Jerry Jones. Jerry Jones really dropping the ball. You seen him question his leadership, question the dude. That dude got more heart than anybody on that team. That team is a soft team. Dallas been a soft team. But you questioning that man leadership. You questioning that man wanting to get paid. He told y'all 2 years ago he wanted to get paid. It work something out. Y'all didn't listen. Now y'all asses got to pay him $40 million. You could have paid him 35 2 years ago. Now you probably got to pay him like north of 40. Y'all probably might have to pay him 45 million. Y'all gonna pay him have to pay him somewhere between 40 and 45 million. When y'all could have paid him like 30, 35, 30 or 35 million. So y'all lost to 10 million, extra 10 million each year. Y'all basically lost $40 million. Now y'all got to pay him an extra 40 million, which made no sense when y'all could have avoided this whole thing. But they wanted their way when they could avoid this whole thing. But if they want to keep Michael Parsons, they gonna have to pay him his money, but they ain't gonna be able to have no money to sign nobody else. And now, if I was Michael Parsons, I would want to leave Dallas too. They losers. Even though that's his home team, he grew up rooting for the Cowboys, but they trash. They did him dirty. He shit one out. If they piece it up, they're gonna have to give him some crazy money. But we just gonna have to. Yeah, they just gonna have to give him that extra money because he's not winning in Dallas. Michael Parsons is not winning in no Dallas. For him to win, he gonna have to get traded. He gonna have to go to the Packers or somebody else. But this is the Crown Prince of Compton. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Let me tell you what y'all. Yeah, let me know what y'all think. Peace out.